Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Catching Up with the Tolberts. I'm Chelsea Whittington, also known as C-Wit, and it's been a minute. I'm in beautiful downtown Gary with my favorite attorneys, Shalise and Michael Tolbert. Hello, counselors.
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Hello.
I am doing well. We were talking off camera a little bit about kind of this haze over the city with death knocking at our door, everything from Tito Jackson to Frankie Beverly to State Senator Earlene Rogers, who we'll talk about a little bit later. And so I guess I want to say that I'm excited to do something lighthearted today to pop in on you guys and catch up with the Tolberts. So let's start with some lightheartedness. Happy belated anniversary. It was earlier this month. Shalise,
Yes.
how many years?
18 years married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me knowing you two being the hip hop heads that you are, and all of us following, vicariously living through you to the Big Apple, and then I saw 18 years, and I'm reading this post, and I'm like, 18 years, 18 years. I had to do my little, you saw that little Kanye thing out there? So New York, tell me about it.
New York is my kind of town.
Oh,
You know, I'm an inner New Yorker, man. If I wouldn't have got married to a country girl, I'd be in New York right now. But you know, it was good. We had a great time. We stayed at a black-owned bed and breakfast, Aquaba Inn, which was just magnificent in Brooklyn, in the heart of Brooklyn. The brownstones are gorgeous. The murals are gorgeous. The food is great. Empire State Building is great. The hip hop tour is great. New York is my kind of town. We ate cheesecake. We went to pay homage to our fallen brother Michael Jackson at the back of the Michael Jackson musical that they had in New York. Yeah. So we just had a great time, but more importantly, we had a chance to enjoy each other and really just think about all we've been through as a couple, and we just continue to love one another and continue to try to do awesome things in God's word. So I'm just happy that she's agreed to put up with me for 18 years, and I know I'm not the easiest person to live with. No, because I could be driven at times.
Nothing wrong with a driven man.
But I appreciate her, and it's one of my favorite times of the year.
Well, I appreciate the two of you for sharing that, because I know we jump on, we talk legalese, we talk community and philanthropy, but I also always want to reveal the human side of you. And I feel like that is an attractive attribute when we are seeking legal counsel, because I want someone who represents me, who's real, has a touch on reality and work-life balance, but also committed to doing the work, but also taking a break. So welcome back, counselors. I want to switch lanes now. I joined you prior to your departure last month. So hippopotamus proud of the two of you being recognized by the Legacy Foundation for the Philanthropy Award. Congratulations. I know they came out, did videos. Michael, talk about that experience, and then I'll flip it to you, Shalise.
Well, the Legacy Foundation, they're just doing wonderful things in our community. And philanthropy has always been a staple of what we do here at Tolbert & Tolbert. So to receive that award when there's so many other businesses out there that are so deserving of it, is just a blessing from God. And we just thank God for his abundance and what he's continued to do with our vats and our barns, and to allow those things to go and overflow so that we can be a blessing to others, because that's really what it's all about. If you're not giving, you're taking. So it's important for us to always be givers. And to really set the example for others to be givers, and that's all we did. And I just thank Legacy Foundation for all that they do in our community.
So at least you were able to make it. You were coming from a meeting.
Yes,
Look, it was a struggle, but we work. God blesses us with work, and you got to get the work done. So I was able to make it just in time as the program started.
Yes.
So, it was. We're thankful to the Legacy Foundation. Thankful to you. We appreciate the recognition, and we don't do it for recognition. We do it because God just guides us to be givers, and we both come from families that have always been helpers in some type of way. And it does, in the video I talk about how it's not always a financial assistance that is necessary to help people. So we do whatever we can, and thank God that he allows us the resources to do whatever we do.
Well, you also set a fine example. As I'm earlier on in my business, I take my cues from those who have more years in the game and are more established and are more and more recognize the importance of giving not only monetarily but through skills and network sharing and resources. And so thank you for being that beacon. And I will share with you now that when I was filling out the form to nominate them, I ran out of space because it's a filler and you're supposed to list all the different things. They were like, you have reached the character max. I was like, man, I have more to say. So for those of you who go on the page and watch the presentation and hear what they read about the Tolberts, I have more to add. It just wouldn't let me. But no, in all seriousness, congratulations on that honor. Moving on to another honor. And I try to keep up with them, and every year I forget which one is which because you all make these lists. So there's another one, the top 100 black lawyers, the most amazing lawyers in the world. What's the list this month, Shalise?
Well, we have been fortunate and blessed enough to remain on the National Black Lawyers Top 100 list. And that has probably been, year number 5, I think, yes, that we are both have both been on that list, and we just thank God again for that recognition, because that is definitely an elite list where it's 100, and I think the only way people get on it is if somebody passes away.
Oh my goodness, it's a lot. It is. Well, stay on the list then, please.
Yeah, that's a nice coveted list, and it's an honor, to be recognized by your own peers. So we are excited about that, and going into the last quarter of the year, knowing that somebody thinks that much of us to continue to keep us on a list of that sort.
I like it. Now, I rang the buzzer and I was met by a face I did not recognize. So it just says to me the firm is growing and expanding. Are we hiring, or do we have more positions going on? Because I love to see the firm grow, and that's another beauty of entrepreneurship, when you're able to employ others and help their livelihoods where they can support their families and reach their goals.
I agree, and that's always been important to us, to hire from our community, because we want our community to thrive. And we've hired, you probably were met by Lauren.
Yes.
Lauren probably.
Hey, Lauren.
So is brought on with us. And then we just hired another lawyer as well. His name is Sam Brown. So we'll be getting you some information about that. But we're always looking to expand, because the more we expand, the word says be fruitful and multiply.
Yes.
So we try to be dutiful and honor God by doing what his word says. So we want to be fruitful, we want to multiply. And we're just going to keep going, and the more we are able to expand, the better we are to deliver services to our community. So that's important to us.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can't wait to meet Attorney Sam Brown. And I know you wear that, you help in that HR hat with recruitment and job listings and telling where to find the opportunities. If you have listings, what do they need to do, Shalise?
Most of the time our listings are on Indeed. But if you don't see anything and you're interested in employment with us, you can always feel free to send your email send an email and resume to S as in Sam, TOLBERT @tolbertlegal.com.
I love it. Now, we got to talk philanthropy. We talked about the award, but again, you all will be giving back during the month of October. The final Saturday in October, attorneys Tolbert have been invited to be the guest speakers at the City Life Center of Northwest Indiana's fundraising gala. I happened to engage with them to assist with the promotion of the gala, and when I sat down and they said we're having the Tolberts, I was like, I think I know them. And so you'll be talking around subjects of empowerment. Excited about that? What do you think about this invitation, counselors?
Again, we are humbled by anybody thinking of us to talk to anybody. And I say that and laugh, because that's the last thing I like doing, is talking in front of people, which people find it hard to believe.
As a lawyer.
Yeah. I mean, that's a different element in the courtroom. But to have people want to hear what you say is my point, and take your opinion and perspective, to a group that, is doing things to make a difference in the city and with our youth. I think that's very important to both Michael and myself, because of the impressions that were made on us during our times growing up in the city. And, with organizations like, City Center, it's just, I'm excited that they are able to do these things because this is their first fundraising gala. So,
yes.
That's definitely an honor to be the speaker of that.
So everybody, watch out for the promotional materials. Mike, we gotta get you added to the flyer. Sorry, they were just so in love with your headshot. I think that's what it was. They just slapped Shalice on there, but we don't go back. We gotta get the one with the,
We're
billboard smile. You're one, so if she's on there, you're on there. I love that. I love that. Any hot cases coming up that we could talk about, or just y'all going to trial? Anybody? What y'all working?
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of getting ready for a trial that starts on September 30th.
Ooh.
So, I typically go underground
Yeah.
trial, so I'm flying around here the last couple of weeks. So we'll be ready, and we pray for a great result.
All right, as always. So I want to close out on a note of memoriam. I was talking about Senator Earlene Rogers earlier in this broadcast, and I know that you all weren't necessarily direct colleagues, but you both know well of her legacy in Northwest Indiana, the state of Indiana, and quite frankly, the United States. On Thursday, September 19th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., there will be a public tribute at Dear Westside Leadership Academy so that the community can come and pay their final respects. But I still would like to afford you, as colleagues and dream makers and way makers and pioneers yourselves in the community, any words of tribute to Senator Rogers. I'll start with you, Shalice.
Well, what I'll say is that she was definitely a trailblazer. There's no way to ignore the impact that she had as representing our community, as a senator, and creating various avenues for things to get done. She was definitely one that worked across party lines to make sure that it was for the betterment of our community. And so, no matter what we do or what field we're in, we stand on her shoulders.
I love it.
No, I couldn't have said it better, and I think there's an old saying that if you want to see how good a tree is, then you see the fruit it bears.
Ooh.
So, if you look at the fruit that is bear from the tree that she, grew to be, there's casino legislation, all the casinos that we have here in Northwest Indiana that has served as a boom of economic development in our area is all because of Earlene Rogers. If you look at our current mayor, I know for a fact that she basically was a mentor to our current mayor, Eddie Melton. So good fruit all the way around. So, our condolences to her family. And we just thank her for everything that she's done for us and our community.
And I thank you all for what you continue to do. You've been watching Catching Up with the Tolberts. Make sure you take the time to like, follow, and share on all of their social media platforms. Make sure you follow them on YouTube. And it's almost time. It should be time for another episode of Married People's Business.
Right.
Yeah, he's in trial mode, and we took the last month off for our little mini vacation for our anniversary. So after the trial, we're back on it.
All right, well, we'll be looking forward to it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please share this video, and we'll see you next time.